Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas, Cowboys. Let's get to the news. There's some serious buzz around the Dallas Cowboys camp right now, and it's not just the usual off-season chatter. No, what's happening is a game changer, a move that could define the Cowboys' defensive identity for years to come. We're talking about the potential acquisition of Jaylon Johnson from the Chicago Bears, a move that could elevate Dallas's secondary to a whole new level, making them one of the most formidable defenses in the league. Folks, this isn't just rumor mill talk. Insider leaks suggest that the Bears are willing to part ways with Johnson, and the Cowboys are right there, ready to make a deal that could reshape their defensive approach. Now, what's the deal on the table? The Bears, despite boasting an 8-3 record, are struggling with their secondary's consistency. Their secondary has been somewhat shaky, allowing an average of 26.5 points per game, which is an area the Bears are eager to improve. So they're open to trading Johnson, an elite cornerback, who over his career has accumulated 10 interceptions, 45 pass defenses, and boasts a PFF grade of 96, which is outstanding. The Bears are looking for a mid-round draft pick and about $11 million in cap relief, elements that Dallas can definitely offer. The Cowboys, on the other hand, are looking to accelerate their shutdown coverage. They want a boundary corner, someone who can lock down the opposing team's top receiver and free digs to shadow in other areas. Johnson fits that mold perfectly. Johnson, despite a limited 2025 due to a knee injury in Week 1 that sidelined him for 10 games, remains a top-tier CB. When healthy, he's a game-changer. His ability to blanket receivers, combined with his ball-hawking skills, makes him a nightmare for quarterbacks. His presence on the field instantly boosts Dallas's secondary, which has been good but not great, allowing about 225 passing yards per game. Adding Johnson would give the Cowboys a true lockdown opposite Diggs, creating a duo that can shut down even the most explosive passing attacks. Imagine a secondary with Johnson and Diggs covering the outside, with Hooker and the safeties providing support underneath. That's a recipe for turning games into defensive battles, forcing turnovers, and creating offensive opportunities. And let's talk about the impact. When you add a player of Johnson's caliber, the whole defense shifts. The Cowboys' defense, which already ranks among the top 6 in the league, would become even more formidable. Their ability to limit big plays would improve drastically, reducing explosive pass plays by about 14%, lowering yards after catch, and forcing quarterbacks into more difficult throws. The duo of Johnson and Diggs is projected to snag over 12 interceptions combined this season, and their coverage stats would see significant improvements. Quarterback completion percentage allowed could drop by around 14%, and their expected points added per target would become more negative, indicating better coverage. This kind of shutdown corner can change the entire dynamic of the defense, making it not just good but elite. Furthermore, the Cowboys' pass rush would see benefits too. With the secondary locked down, opposing quarterbacks will feel the heat more quickly, leading to more pressure and sacks. The safeties, led by Hooker, will have less to worry about, allowing them to play more aggressively and force more turnovers, potentially averaging 1.8 turnovers forced per game, similar to what Jalen Ramsey provided for the Rams in 2023. This creates a domino effect, more turnovers, better field position, and more scoring opportunities for Dallas. Plus, the time of possession could see an increase of around 11%, giving the offense more opportunities to control the game clock and set the tone. All of these improvements could propel the Cowboys into a different stratosphere come playoff time. They're already a good team, but with Johnson in the fold, their chances of making a deep run skyrocket. The Super Bowl odds, which currently hover around plus 8,000, would see a significant shift, moving closer to plus 2,500, making them serious contenders. In the NFC, their odds could improve from plus 4,000 to plus 1,200, positioning Dallas as one of the premier teams in the conference. This move makes sense not just for now, but as a long-term investment. Johnson's presence could anchor the secondary for years, much like the legendary lockdowns seen in other NFL powerhouses. Now, it's worth noting that the Bears are making this move partly because they're focusing on rebuilding their offensive line and managing cap space, particularly for their defensive line, which has seen pressures around 32%. They're also a bit skeptical about rookie protection, and with their current roster, they're trying to build a more sustainable team for the future. Dallas, with its deep pockets and draft capital, is in a perfect position to make this happen. The idea is to bring in a player who can immediately impact the secondary, someone who can help contain the league's best receivers and allow the Cowboys to play even more aggressive coverage schemes. Think about the implications for the upcoming stretch of the season. The Cowboys are eyeing a deep playoff run, and strengthening the secondary is one of their top priorities. They've already got a solid defense, but adding Johnson could push them into that elite tier. They've shown resilience all season, bouncing back after losses, and now with this potential addition, they could become a nightmare for offenses like the 49ers or Lions, who rely heavily on aerial attacks. It's no secret that teams with lockdown corners tend to dominate in the playoffs. Just look at the Jets with Sauce Gardner in 2025, or other top-tier defenses that thrive on aggressive coverage and forced turnovers. Dallas is looking to replicate that success, and Johnson could be the key piece. And let's not forget the emotional and strategic boost this would give the team. The Cowboys' defense has been playing with a chip on its shoulder all season, and bringing in a player of Johnson's caliber adds that extra edge. It's a statement. Dallas isn't just content to be good. They want to be dominant. They want to be feared on every down in every game, especially when the stakes are highest. The fans, the players, and the coaching staff are all aware that this could be a turning point. It's a move that says, we're all in, and it could very well define their season and their legacy. In terms of history, this kind of trade isn't unprecedented for the Cowboys. They've always been aggressive in building a championship-caliber roster, whether that's through draft picks or bold trades. Trading for a top cornerback like Johnson is reminiscent of some of the most impactful moves in franchise history, aiming for that elusive sixth Super Bowl. With the current roster, the coaching staff, and the players all aligned, this move could be the missing piece that puts Dallas over the top. So fans, get ready. This isn't just another off-season rumor. It's a real possibility that could reshape how the Cowboys approach the rest of their season. Imagine a secondary that can shut down the best offenses in the league, a defense that can force turnovers at crucial moments, and an offense that benefits from better field position and more possessions. That's the kind of team that could go all the way. The NFC is wide open, and with Johnson in Dallas, the division could become even more competitive as the Cowboys position themselves as the team to beat. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news.